The birthday candles dance in the soft restaurant light, making fun shadows on the full glass of red wine in front of me. I look at my phone for the 11th time in half an hour. No messages yet. My nail taps on the screen, matching the hurt growing in my heart. Should we wait a little more for your friends, Miss Thompson? I look up and see the waiter standing by my table, looking sorry with lines around his eyes. His eyes move from the 4 empty seats around me to the little cake in the middle of the white table cover. Just 15 more minutes, please. I try to smile, but it feels fake and breakable. It's the 3rd time I've asked for more time, and we both know what that really means. I fix my green silk shirt, the one I bought special last week just for tonight. The cloth feels smooth and cool under my fingers, fancy and pricey. Behind the waiter, couples talk and giggle. Forks and knives click on plates, and somewhere a bottle opens with a pop. The happy sounds float around me while I sit alone like on a tiny island. 2 weeks back, I booked this spot at fancy downtown spot in Denver. I'd been super excited after getting $1.2 million from nice investors for Green Magic Co., my natural skincare business. After 3 years of super long work days and borrowing money on my home, someone finally trusted my ideas. Family dinner at the fancy place to cheer my birthday, and big news. I'd messaged our family chat. Thursday at 7. I'll book for 5 of us. 3 days went by with no reply. I sent a nice reminder. Just checking on dinner this Thursday at the fancy spot. Tell me if you can come. 2 more days of quiet. Finally, my 3rd message. Booked table for 7 p.m. Thursday. Hope you all show. Nothing. Not from Linda, Robert, or Michael. My throat feels tight as I drink water. Ice hitting my teeth. This shouldn't shock me. It's the same old story my whole life. When I was 16 and Michael was 14, Robert took him fishing in Montana for 2 weeks. When I asked why not me, Robert patted my head and said, "He's a boy. He needs chances. You just need steady stuff." That steady stuff meant signing for Michael's $18,000 bike loan when I was 22, just out of school with my own loans. 6 months later, when he stopped paying, I paid instead, so my money score wouldn't drop. Robert thanked me with a quick nod while helping Michael add cool parts to the bike. I sip more water, trying to loosen the tight feeling in my throat. My family has always been around for me, but not in ways that count. Not in ways that make me feel noticed. Excuse me. I look up from my glass and see a man by my table. Tall, with gray mixed hair and nice eyes behind shell glasses. He's in a dark gray suit that fits his wide shoulders perfect. "I don't want to bother you," he says, his voice warm and full. "But I noticed it might be your birthday." He points to the small cake with candles not lit. My fingers squeeze the wine glass stem. "It is. May I say happy birthday then?" I should say no thanks nicely. But instead I say, "Thank you." He waits a bit, then asks, "Would it be okay if I sit with you for a minute? Just till your others come?" Something real and kind in his face, no feeling sorry, makes me nod. I'm Sarah. David. He sits across from me, putting his leather bag on the table. I'm a writer, books about being strong mostly. He smiles, eyes wrinkling at the sides, though I bet you know a lot about that. What makes you think so? The way you sit, like someone who knows waiting and letdowns but isn't broken. My laugh surprises me. Are you always this good at reading strangers? Part of the job. He waves to the waiter, who comes with a lighter. May I? When I nod, the waiter lights the candles on my cake. Their light shines in David's glasses as he asks, "So what brings you here tonight, all dressed up and waiting so nice?" I think a second, then pick truth over made-up stuff. I just got a big money deal for my business. Thought my family would want to cheer. Ah, he nods, getting it. And they're late? They're not coming. The words taste bad like old coffee. They didn't even answer my messages. Then they're missing something great. David leans in, arms on the table. Tell me about this business that got such cool money. For a bit, I think of switching topics. Then something changes in me. Why not have fun on this birthday, even without my family? Why not share my win with someone who cares? Green magic, I say, smiling for real. Natural skin stuff from good farms that don't hurt the earth. I pull out my phone, showing him our nice website with our top face lotion. We're growing our making spots with the new money. Amazing, David says, looking at the pictures. When he looks up, his liking feels like sun after rain. Someone should cheer your smart ideas tonight. His words open something in my chest. As I blow out the candles on my cake, I wish something new, not what I planned. Not for my family's okay, but for power to stop waiting for it. I won't wait for their okay anymore, I whisper, mostly to myself than to David. The toughest lesson, he says soft, is knowing some folks can't give what they don't have. The waiter brings 2 plates for the cake. As I cut it, I start telling David about Michael's bike, about years of being there for a family that hardly was for me, about starting my business while my parents helped my brother's failed tries. The weird part is, I say, I think I still love them, even with all that. Love and rules aren't opposites, David says. The best love needs them. As we eat cake under the restaurant's cozy lights, I see that a stranger's niceness has made this birthday better than any family party. For the first time in ages, I feel really noticed, and suddenly that's plenty. Morning sun shines on my balcony, making my coffee cup edge gold as I breathe the fresh mountain air. The far rocky hills look sharp against a clear sky. 3 years since that birthday when David came into my life, and good things have come from my quiet hard work. My phone beeps with a note. Another share of yesterday's talk, where I told about Green Magic's trip from my kitchen to $35 million worth. The watches have passed $500,000. I sip coffee slow, enjoying the special kind David showed me last winter. The new star of natural beauty, says one comment. If they knew how weird family can be. My phone buzzes with a call. The name makes my tummy tight. Linda. We've hardly talked in 3 years. Just quick holiday messages and awkward coffee meets. I think of ignoring it, but answer instead. Sarah, sweetie. Her voice is super sweet, like in high school end. Did you see my messages? No, I was just... Michael's getting married. Can you believe? Our boy, settling with Anna. We'd love your help planning the party. I hold the phone tight. That's great news. When's the wedding? June. Listen, dear. We've been chatting, your dad and I, and we think this is perfect for a Thompson family team-up. Team-up? The word feels fragile like thin glass. Your brand with our family name. Thompson Beauty sounds nice. We've always backed you most. The lie hurts like a slap. I look at the big magazine on my table with my business story. I need to think on that, I say, my work voice like a shield. Of course, sweetie. Call back this afternoon? After we hang, another message comes. Michael. Hey sis, big wedding news. Also, my racing group needs a main helper. Only $300,000 for the season. Great show for Green Magic. Tell me. I put my phone down face first on the table. The view from my top floor home feels lonely now. Not calm. Later that morning, I sit in my office, looking at old family pictures in a dusty file on my computer. Michael getting his high school paper. Linda and Robert smiling by his first race car. My school end, just me in hat and robe, alone, because they went to Michael's local race that weekend. My phone beeps with a voice note from David. Just saw your talk. Great as always. Remember who you became without them, not from them. Dinner tonight? I open a new list sheet and name it Family Money Past. Line by line, I write every loan, gift, and help. Michael's bike. The 6 months of his rent I paid when he was finding himself after quitting local school. Robert's fishing boat fixes when Michael crashed it on a fun trip. The list grows to $47,000 of quiet help. This isn't to punish, I whisper to the empty room. It's about rules. My money boss Kevin knocks and comes in with reports. All okay? He asks, seeing my face. Family stuff. If my brother or parents ask about business chances or help, send them to me. Kevin nods. By law, you don't have to mix family with work. I know, I say, thanking him as he goes. My phone lights with a text from Emily, my oldest buddy. Saw Michael's post about needing helpers. Bet he's asking you. They didn't cheer you. Why pay them? I smile a bit. Emily always says it straight. A card comes by delivery that afternoon. David's writing on the cover. Inside, a saying. Rules aren't blocks. They're the base for good ties. By evening, I've made an email that's work-like and final. I add the list showing the $47,000 I've given over years. If we're teaming up, I write, let's start fresh with all clear. I wait before sending, wondering if it's too mean. Then I remember my 29th birthday candles dancing in an empty spot while my family ignored my messages. My finger hits send. Linda's answer comes fast, mad and known. How dare you say that? Didn't we teach you to thank? After all we've done? I breathe deep and type back, each word a quiet free step. I thanked in quiet, in cash, in sad. Now I thank myself for stopping. When David comes for dinner, he finds me on the balcony, watching stars over the rocky hills. He doesn't ask about my day. He just stands by me, his being like a steady weight against my feelings storm. They want to use me, I say at last, not cheer me. And what do you want? He asks soft. I turn to him, feeling strong like never, to stop mixing duty with love. He smiles, holding my hand. Then that's what you'll do. As we go in, my phone beeps with more family messages. For the first time, I leave them without answer. A week later, the front desk voice comes through my office speaker during my numbers meeting. Miss Thompson, your mom and brother are here. They say it's important. My ad boss lifts a brow across the table. 5 other work folks stop writing, pens over fancy books. Tell them I'm in a meeting, I say, making a work smile. I'll come soon. The speaker clicks. They want to wait. They brought cake? A known tight feeling starts in my neck. My family never came during the 3 hard years when I worked 16 hours in a tiny office. Now that Green Magic takes a whole floor in a city building with our name, they suddenly need to see me. 10-minute break, all, I say, putting down my pointer calm. Greg, get the sharing numbers ready for later. In the waiting area, Linda holds a bakery box like a nice gift. Her hair is new color, deep red she's kept since her 40s, and her light jacket probably cost more than my first rent. Michael stands by her, hands in fancy jeans pockets, a planned easy look that cost lots. Surprise, Linda says, happy, lifting the box a bit. We thought we'd drop by and cheer your big magazine story. No mad about missing calls. The front desk watches curious. 2 pack makers look from the break spot. How nice, I say, staying calm while knowing my team sees this show. Let's talk in the meeting room. Linda's eyes look over our cool workspace, checking the brick walls, bulb lights, smooth desks where my team makes stuff for fancy stores across the country. Michael follows, stopping to look at a case with our top face lotion. You must make tons from these small things, he says, tapping the glass. My ad boss comes from her room, coffee in hand. Anna, Michael says, giving his charm smile from school days. You look great. Still doing my sister's ads? Anna's work smile stays. Boss of brand plans now. Nice to see you, Michael. I lead them to the small meeting room, away from watching eyes. Linda touches a wood table as we go in. $16,000 for this table, I bet, she whispers, not quiet enough. Once the door shuts, I face them. This is my work spot, not family meat place. Why are you here for real? Linda puts the cake down, looking hurt. Can't we visit our winning daughter without a plan? Michael sits loose in a leather chair. Yeah, sis, don't doubt so much. Last time we talked, I remind him, you asked for $300,000 for your racing. Before that, Linda hinted about Michael's wedding costs. Forgive me for thinking this isn't just friendly. Linda's face gets hard. You've changed. Winning made you mean. I haven't changed, I say, staying up while they sit. I've just stopped faking. Michael leans in. Come on, sis. We're family. That means stuff. The word family stays in the air, heavy with wants, with past, with the bike loan I paid while doing 3 jobs, with birthdays alone while they went to Michael's races. Yes, it does, I agree. My voice steady. Family should mean love without bills, help without ifs, cheer without math. Linda's eyes get small. After all we've given up for you, what did you give up? The question comes out quick. When I needed signers for my first business money, you said too risky. When I worked 18 hours starting this, you never brought cake. When I cheered a deal at the fancy spot on my birthday, your phones were all broke at once. Michael moves uneasy. That's not right. What's not right is using family like money. I stop him. I don't need family only when I'm winning. I don't need cake only when you get something. We've always been proud of you, Linda says, but her eyes look to the door, thinking her next step. I believe you, I say, making my voice a bit softer, but I've learned to live without faking. I'll always love you both, but this business isn't a family money machine. My wins don't make a duty. Linda picks up her fancy bag, standing tall. I see we came at a bad time. Anytime you come with wants instead of real help will be bad, I answer. They go with stiff buys and words to call later. Through the glass walls, I watch them walk the waiting area. Linda's back straight with mad, Michael's walk showing he's upset. When the elevator shuts behind them, I breathe out deep for the first time in an hour. My phone buzzes with a text from David. Coffee after your surprise visit? Proud of you for holding strong. Word gets around quick. Emily must have heard from Anna. Another text from my work partner. Taking afternoon meets. Take time if you need. 10 minutes later, my guide calls. How are you doing? She asks, her voice full of smart from same stuff. Better than I thought. I say true. That evening, I make an email saying no to Michael's wedding invite, adding a nice but right gift card. I make clear rules for future talks with my parents. My money helper sets up a fund for real family needs, not asks. When I finish, I pour a glass of red wine and stand at my home window looking over Boulder's shiny lights. For the first time, I get that rules aren't mad walls. They're fences made with self-like. Later that night, my phone beeps with a note. Michael's online post shows on my screen. Some folks only care about cash, not family. Already shared friends tag me. Talk spreading fast. My finger waits over the keys. Lots of answers coming and going in my head. Then David's text comes. Remember, your truth doesn't need fighting for. I put my phone down, picking calm over fight. The part of saying sorry for my rules is over. The tale of living true has just started. 2 days after the face-off, the blinking line on my screen teases me. I've written and erased the same answer 14 times. Michael's online post stares at me from my computer. Some folks only care about cash, not family. Blood used to mean something. I breathe out slow, fingers over the keys. The knot in my tummy gets tighter as friends tag me in notes, asking if family trouble is on. 3 school friends have messaged asking if I'm okay. The living room window shows Boulder's Hills in early sunlight. I've sat here since 5 a.m. with cold coffee, thinking about what we leave in lies. I type careful, reading each word 2 times before next. Family isn't a bill. It's a spot where love should be without ifs. I hope I'll find that spot, including me. My thumb waits over post for 8 seconds before pressing. Done. No long explain. No blames, just truth. In minutes, notes flood my phone. Friends from work school, old workmates, even my 3rd grade teacher who found me online years back. Stay strong, Sarah. Been there. You're doing this with such nice. This hits deep. Thanks for being real. I put my phone down face first on the low table, breathing in the quiet of my home. Weird how 15 words feel like dropping a heavy bag. The home phone rings, the number for work folks and close buddies. Emily's voice comes warm and steady. I saw your post. You okay? Better than I thought. I curl in my chair, watching a tiny bird fly around my balcony food spot. It feels fresh. Fresh is good. Emily waits. Michael's going wild in the family chat. Your mom called me this morning, asking if I could make you see sense. My laugh is sharp. And what did you say? That you already make perfect sense. The smile in Emily's voice goes. Listen, they're calling folks. Your dad phoned Tom from the business breakfast group. The tiny bird stops in air, then flies away as a shadow comes. Trying to fix by changing the story? Pretty much. Something about how they've helped your business from start, but you've gone far since winning. I press fingers on shut eyes till stars show. To money givers trusted my business before my parents. They never asked what green magic made till the big magazine. I know, sweetie. Just warning you. Oh, and your mom's church group heard about her sad daughter who's lost her ways. The known heavy sits back on my shoulders. Right on time. After Emily's call, I wash and dress careful. Green silk shirt, fit black pants, simple gold earrings. Shield for the day, my helper Mia meets me at the office door. Coffee held out like protection. 3 calls from someone named Michael. Keep blocking? Yes, please. I take the coffee thankful. Any from money givers? Mia's face changes. Mr. Benson from Peak Money called. Said your brother called with worries about business steady. He seemed mixed up. Heat goes over my face, fingers tight on the cup. Michael really called my money folks? The rule break shocks me. Call Mr. Benson back now. Set lunch if he can. 2 hours later, I sit across from James Benson at the fancy spot, the same place where this trip started 3 years back. The funny part doesn't miss me. Thanks for your time. I start, looking straight. I hear my brother called you. James nods, leaning back, his gray brows together. Said something about family fights hitting work choices. Wanted to warn? He looks at me over his glasses. Not very work-like. No, I agree. Family and work are separate in my world, James. Always. Good. He opens his napkin slow. The numbers reports tell true, Sarah. 28% grow doesn't fake. The knot in my tummy loosens a bit. Thanks for keeping trust. Your brother seemed to think he deserves your wins. James picks words careful. Said something about family team owed to him. Owed. I don't move. There will be no team. Smart. He picks his menu. Now order. I hear the fish is great. Back at work, I open the form for the Green Foundation, my new thing helping young girl business. Starters. The blinking line is steady now, not teasing. I fill the last bits, then hit start. Later that evening, I get the note that my gift to the Colorado Bike Safe Group is done. $20,000. No name, no news story, no online say. Just quiet do. My phone buzzes with a message from my dad. Your mom is so sad. This open shame is not you, Sarah. I put the phone away without answer and pour wine. The Green Foundation site has 12 asks already. My mail has 3 talk asks from workbooks. No family talk. All on grow and earth care. When the doorbell rings at 7, David stands with food bags. His eyes wrinkle at sides. Thought you might not want out tonight. You thought right. I moved to let him in. Michael called my money folks. David puts food down, face dark. That breaks every rule. They didn't believe. Turns out steady work talks louder than wild blames. Of course. David opens boxes of Thai food. Your calm is amazing, Sarah. Most would fight back same. I shrug, but warm feels in my chest from his words. Fight makes more mess. I want clear. We eat on the balcony, watching sunset paint hills in yellow and gold. My phone buzzes lots. Michael's girl now, saying need to fix air before wedding. Did you see the note from Sandra West? David's asks, filling my wine. Michael's racing helper? No, what? She's thinking again on team after new stuff about ways. He lifts a brow. Your mom's story reached her but went wrong. I sip wine slow. I never asked for that. You didn't need to. Truth finds light. As night comes over Boulder, my mail beeps with a note from my guide, Diane. Proud of you. Leading a web talk next month on good work ways. Main spot yours if you want. Later, as David goes to leave, he stops at door. You know they're getting worse because losing hold, right? I nod. I know. I feel the brakes starting. Your mom called Emily again seems less sure this time. Said might have pushed too much. Something moves in me. Not happy exactly, but right feel. Did she? And I saw your dad at coffee spot this morning. He looked thinking. Said wish they'd put money in your business from start. I lean on door, suddenly worn. 3 years late for that. David touches my shoulder soft, but not late for you to live true. After he goes, I sit on balcony in dark, computer open to Michael's latest chat message. She's ruined this family with her me first. Below, a surprise from his girl Melissa. Maybe we all back off and think what we're asking her. I shut the computer without answer. Tomorrow brings more blames, more tries to change past. But tonight, I find that quiet can be power too. Sometimes the strongest answer is to keep making while others try to break. The voicemail from Linda plays third time, her voice shaky with fake weak. Sarah, sweetie, I know things are hard, but we're still your parents, always. Some ties can't break even if they pull. I hit delete and put phone on kitchen top. Late sun shines through my home windows, making warm shapes on wood floor. Against my better think, I pick up the envelope from yesterday, white with gold edges. Michael's wedding invite. The hand note inside says, "Time for family fix. We miss you, Mom and Dad." My tummy twists. 3 weeks of this push now. The timed calls, texts full of sorry that skip saying real wrong. Just yesterday, Michael's girl Anna left a voice about making bridges before big day. "Is this seat taken?" I look up to see David in my door, coat over arm, a bag from Pine Bakery in hand. My shoulders ease seeing him. "Only by old ghosts and guilt pushes," I say, sliding the invite over. "Newest in the makeup war." David puts down 2 coffees and looks at invite. "Big show. Wedding at the Grand Hotel? Someone's parents feel giving. Or someone's sister is supposed to." I sip the coffee he brought. Dark with almond milk splash. Just how I like. "And these?" David points to photo books on low table. "Newcomes? Delivery yesterday?" Family books from my 5th birthday, with notes on special times. I walk over and open one to marked page. This says, "Remember holiday 1998? You were so happy about Family Way." "Not so hidden," David says, mouth twisting. My phone buzzes with text. "Michael. Dad said his blood push is high lately. Really hope you think again on coming to wedding. Means lots to us." David sees my face. "More health stuff." Michael says Dad's blood push up. I put phone down. "Last week Mom's head hurts." "They're thinking new," David says, sitting on kitchen stool. "How you doing?" I trace coffee cup edge. "I keep thinking I should feel worse. Shouldn't I be sad? Crying over books at night? And you're not?" I feel tired, like watching a show I've seen too much. I meet his eyes. "Is that mean?" David thinks, morning light on his gray hair sides. "I don't think mean. I think clear. After years of same, you've stopped mixing known with duty." "I don't want to hate them," I say quiet. "Rules aren't about hate, about health." David's voice softens. "You can forgive without same ties." Something loosens in me at his words. "Forgive without fix, exactly. You can see the love while knowing its ends." David sips coffee. "What would a good tie with your family look like?" I've never thought this before. My choices seemed all or nothing. Give all or cut all, but maybe middle spot I can make. Limited talks. I start slow. Planned meets in open spots. No work mixes, and clear wants of both respect. David nods. "Sounds fair, but will they take it?" "Michael's soon." "The question isn't if they take it," David says. "It's if you can make it no matter their act." I stand tall. I can. Later that evening, with David's view fresh, I make an email to family. No blames, no lists of old hurts, just clear future rules. I list the ways I'm okay to go to Michael's wedding and keep ties going. When I click send, something changes in me. Not light-free, but solid, sure of my path. On wedding day, I stand in the shiny big room of the Grand Hotel, champagne glass cooling my hand. The merry part ended 30 minutes ago, and now the party moves around me. Far family like curious fish, parents' friends looking at me with guess. David stands by me in dark suit, his being a steady hold. Michael comes near, drink in hand, his new wife Anna by him. "You came," he says, surprised even with emails saying yes, "and brought a friend." "David," I say simple. "Congrats to you both." "Thanks for coming, Sarah," Anna says. "Your gift was so nice." The leather money plan book and OK check sit with glass and silver on gift table. The card says, "Wishing a team built on both help and respect. Love, Sarah." Michael moves uneasy. "Listen, Sarah, about the racing group." David's hand touches my sidelight, reminding our deal. "I would stay 3 hours max, no work talks." "Today is about your Mary, Mike." I stop soft. "Let's keep it." Michael's face tightens quick before he nods. "Right, sure." He looks at David. "So how did you meet?" "Over birthday candles." David answers easy, saving me from telling that night 3 years back. We talk a few more nice things before they go greet others. I breathe out slow. "Doing okay?" David whispers. "Better than thought." I look around, though Linda has circled for 20 minutes. Like called, she comes by my arm, pretty in light blue cloth, her smell like flowers and wants. "Darling, can I take you a minute?" Her smile has David but skips him too. "Family stuff," I meet David's eyes. "Be right back." Linda leads me to quiet corner by sweet table, fingers light but pushy on my arm. Once alone, her smile fades. "You look nice, Sarah," she starts. "But your dad and I hurt from that email. Setting rules for your brother's wedding felt very mean." I breathe careful. I needed clear on wants. "We're family," she says, like the word beats all. "Family helps without ifs." "That help should go both ways, Mom." My voice stays steady. "I love you, but I've learned to love me too." Something shows in her eyes, mad or first see that her ways don't work on me. "Your dad and I won't be here forever, you know." "I know," I say soft. "And when you really need me, I'll be. But what you ask isn't need, it's think you deserve." She stares at me, this daughter who no longer bends to guilt. "You've changed, Sarah." "I have," I agree, "but I still love you." I check my watch. We've been at party for 2 hours and 45 minutes. David and I should go soon. Early meet tomorrow. Linda opens mouth like to fight, then shuts. For first time, I see her take a rule I set, without push. "Will you call next week?" she asks, voice smaller than usual. "Sunday afternoon," I say. "For 30 minutes, like email." As we go back to party, I see Michael watching from across. Our eyes meet, and something passes. Not warm, but maybe start of respect. He lifts glass a bit, a sign of see and give up. David's hand finds mine as we head to out. "Ready?" I look back once at family, Linda back to Robert's side, Michael dancing with bride, group of kin and friends in their known ways. They will go on without me tonight, and I'll come back on my terms another day. "Yes," I say, squeezing David's hand. I'm ready. A year later, the birthday candles dance in my kitchen, making warm light on faces around my stone counter. David stands by me, shoulder touching as he fixes glasses and smiles. Emily lifts her wine glass, red drink catching light. "To picking your family and future," she cheers, voice steady and sure. The small group, 5 folks who really want to be here, cheers loud. My heart grows as I look at my home, full of soft talk and laughs. No empty seats, no phone checks every 5. No fake smile on my face. "Make a wish," David whispers, breath warm by my ear. I shut eyes, but for once, hard to think what to wish. My business hit 45 million worth last time. The book David and I wrote sits nice on low table, cover with gold letters, and most, the hurt of family let down as far memory. I blow candles in one strong breath. "Same spot as 4 years back," Emily says, cutting chocolate cake. "But total different feel." "Different friends make all change," I answer, taking plate from her. Later, as guests talk in living room, I go to my workroom. My leather journal waits in desk spot from morning. I touch fingers over today's words. Love doesn't need giving up self. These years of help talks made me see rules aren't walls. They're healthy fences with doors I pick. My family and I keep nice ties now. I go to holiday meals when feels good. Michael brings his wife. My parents ask about business without telling how to do. We've found even. I can love them without giving my calm. The doorbell chimes. A young woman named Anna stands at door holding notebook. She's one of 5 starters I guide through my group. "Sorry to join your party," she says, hands twisting nervous. "But I got offered to join Dad's business and don't know how to say I want my own." I bring her in. "Family work push?" She nods, eyes down. "He's given so much. I feel I owe." "Owe and love are different things," I tell her, pouring coffee. "One empties you, other fills." As I help Anna split her dad's dreams from hers, I see how far I've gone. The woman who once paid her brother's bike loan no complain now teaches others to value self. My show spot last month touched thousands. "Forgiving doesn't mean letting hurt again," I'd said, watching watchers nod knowing. Those words became help for folks breaking bad ways. In kitchen, David lights one candle on last cake piece. We blow together, fingers together on counter. Our book for dreamers alone at big times has helped lots see their value. "Do you ever wish they came that night years back?" he asks, meaning my alone birthday when we met. I shake head, soft smile. "No, because if they did, I might not meet the man who showed kindness can come from anyone, even stranger." Later we stand on balcony, watching sunset paint sky in yellow and gold. City lights start to shine one by one, like stars in city sky. David comes with 2 glasses of red wine. Same, I picked that key night. Any sorry about your trip? He asks, giving me glass. I sip, enjoying rich taste. Sometimes the alone birthday becomes first gift of free and start of nice link. The wine tastes of cheer now, not alone. As dark comes over city, I see the birthday candles that once burned solo now light away ahead, around folks who pick to be here, not just have to show.